span that's greater than if you didn't see an object or a person. So like, if there's no sound, it's filling in the void of the no sound by seeing a person's face, and that's another benefit, but it's not big enough where I think it matters that much. Carrot, you are next, GG. Hopefully we don't have a slip up. Had a slightly bad angle there. New skip, yeah, kind of just hit the corner and then just slipped me down in there. IRL without face cam. I wonder if people do that, like where they have like just an IRL stream of just going somewhere, but they never actually like direct it at themselves. It's only their perspective. That'd be a cool idea, in my opinion. Kind of like just like a GoPro perspective or something. Rip the squid, steal. What's going on, man? They actually kind of look like a squid on this character. You can dodge Aldrich arrows by going under his body. Yeah, if you go behind him in first phase, the arrows only hit in front of him. Streaming backpack, I heard of those before. And it's specifically for like vlogging and stuff, right? After a year of watching, you're finally chosen, Carrot. I don't know. I'm not actually sure if you've been picked before, but there is the chance. There's a lot of people that say they haven't been picked, but then I know they have been. They just weren't here when it happened. Like, they were there earlier in the stream and then left. So they wouldn't have known that their name was picked. There's always a chance. Even if you don't recall it. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember your name being picked recently at all, so... I guess it might be one of the first times, or at least on DS3 it could be the first time. Ever done a viewer run? And would I? Yeah, I'm going to be doing some community runs on Bloodborne and on this. With this, we're going to be doing them on PS4 and on PC. And then on Bloodborne, I'll just be doing, obviously, just regular Bloodborne. But yeah, I want to do some of those. I'm not sure if we're gonna like time it or we're gonna do challenges included. I think I want to do challenges included as the first rule. Like, and it'll probably be that you have to have a certain weapon that you're using. So like everyone uses jailer iron or torch or something like that. It'd be pretty funny. Ryusei, have I picked you before? I don't know. I'm not sure, man. Definitely not recently. Did I die last run, Nikoi? Yeah, anytime I reset on this run, it's probably gonna be because of a death. There's very few things that could happen where I would reset without dying on this. Well, yeah, in the beginning, we gotta make sure we don't die. Gosh, Thero, thank you for the good luck, man. Welcome back. It'd be different if I had Spook, because like then if I hit the bonfire before the tree, I'd be able to go back. But I guess I don't hit the bonfire before the tree anyways, because it would take too long either way. And if we did, it still wouldn't work on this run, so... Save you a spot? Oh, everybody's going to be invited to play. Like, it's not going to be any kind of, like, subs only or, you know, certain people only. The way it'll work is probably with a queue. So you'll have to enter the queue, and then there'll be an order where once someone's been picked and has been summoned, you don't get summoned again until the entire queue is done. And if the entire queue doesn't finish, then you just only have one chance. But I will resummon people multiple times if the queue finishes and goes back to the beginning again. That'll be through the bot. And then the way that we'll do it is if you you succeed, you'll get bonus points in chat, and we'll probably do a giveaway on those days where you can use them that day for prizes, so you'll have a higher chance of winning raffles and all that. And maybe if someone gets summoned, I don't know, maybe if there's like a special condition, I'll give a direct prize to somebody right off the bat. If they do something cool. But yeah, I want to have incentives for like good gameplay on it and all that. Is there any difference between 30.1% and 69.9% equipment load? No. No, it's the exact same. Same range, so your rolls and your movement speed will be the same between those. Okay, I wouldn't have even taken full damage there anyways, but I definitely needed to heal. My god. Matt, welcome back, dude. I am doing pretty good. How are you? That's why it's for specific instances, Omega. Doesn't want people to come to the stream before the face cam. Yeah. So that's why it would be for specific things. And I mean, like, when I do those things, people obviously could still join for that reason, but it's less likely because it's known that after that day it won't be back again until the next time like that. It's very, very infrequent, so I'm not doing it by choice other than for a very good reason. So it's less of a chance that if people know that, they're going to want to stick around after that. So it's still going to be fine. It's not like those people are going to come back on other days and complain about the fact that it's not there, then leave. They'll probably just not come back. So that's fine. There's probably not a huge amount of people out there like that. Most people that prefer it probably still could handle a stream without it, but there is definitely there is that classification of someone that has to have it. Everyone they follow has to have one, or they will not watch the channel, and that's what I'm trying to avoid, you know. Perfect. Doing good, Smiley. This one actually somehow we started off with time save, which is impressive, but yeah, it's been pretty good. How about you? Way more people would join for voice rather than face. That's how you got here anyways, Volt. Yeah, but you could also have really bad commentary still. So, I mean, you could have a lesser ideal you know, sound for whatever, but you could still have amazing commentary, or you could have shitty commentary and have better sound. Like, I feel like there's so many little things, but by no means is every single thing that could be good here. I don't think so. I think there's still things that could improve. And especially while doing this, there's a certain level of, again, dedication to the game that I have to put extra effort into, rather than if I played something for the first time or it was just leisurely. It's not the same kind of vibe. I can't create the same vibe as someone that's just playing a different game all the time for fun. Which weapon do you think is the best PvE dex build? Best PvE dex build, if you want a quick weapon that's really good, Sellsword Twin Blades. Or dex. If you have no time to spare and you just need to get a weapon that's really good right away. Just need more memes, Servona. Oh man, we got memes, man, but I don't have constant memes though. Otherwise, I wouldn't be getting better at this. There definitely has to be a certain level of memes and non-memes. All about their looks and they're dumb as hell. Well, I think it's actually, I think who was it that said this? Trihex put it really well when he was talking about like aesthetics. If you're a streamer, like him priding himself on appearance in terms of like overall, you know, I guess just as an influencer can create positive effects on other people wanting to actually care about that themselves more. So like the fact that he's healthy and stuff like that, he uses that as like a tool to make people inspired to want to be like that as well. So it's not just about like superficial reasons, it's about health and stuff. So he has a good outlook on that, and that's why he utilizes face cam and everything, and that's his explanation on it. And that's a completely different reason that a lot of people wouldn't have at all. So I can agree with that. I think that's very positive. But the unfortunate part is you're going to have to deal with the people that are there for the bad reasons. As long as they're not telling you. I mean, if I was never told by people anything, I wouldn't have cared. I wouldn't have even known there was people like that. Or I guess I wouldn't have thought much about it. But it's because it was brought up too much that really I found it was a problem. Like, I definitely wouldn't have realized as much. But I'm glad that I still had that situation because I find more value in it this way anyways. Crow, what's up? How's it going? Bit faster way up to the cemetery, not worth using it, not reliable. What's the faster way up to the cemetery? Are we factoring in the lizard that I have to kill?
School desks have 300 times more bacteria than a toilet seat.
MSDS, welcome back. It's been a while, man. I haven't not seen you for months. Thank you for the 11 months in a row. Welcome back. 300 times more bacteria than a toilet seat. School desks, really? Damn, man. How is everything going? You're supposed to go to a shower, but now you have to watch your character run. Go do that, man. It might still be going. We have a chance to. Okay, I'll probably still be going regardless because there's nothing that could reset the run really. Before Abyss Watchers. I mean, at least if we're not pulling shenanigans like last time. People like what? What's wrong with it? Personally, don't care either way. Oh no, Dark. There's just I'm just saying pros and cons. There's psychological implications that are not you cannot deny. But that people wouldn't think of necessarily from the perspective of someone making content because they wouldn't have to consider the advantages and disadvantages, but things that you subconsciously would think even if you don't consciously, you know, I guess reason with it or anything for what your decisions and stuff. Unless you're exactly like the person I said that's like forward about it, saying like, yes, I'm not gonna like follow your channel unless that's the case. But yeah, there's a lot of psychological, like this entire site, this entire platform, business model itself has a lot of psychological implications that are good to know. But yeah, it's just there's more than one reason. There's many reasons. There's also personal reasons that I might not even know of. Like I mentioned with Try, that's not something I considered really. Like I probably could have came to that conclusion, but there was no reason for me to consider that as a reason why you would want it. So it was cool that he kind of gave another perspective on that, and it was a positive one too. Like he actually just means well with it. So, how horrible are you if you continue using washing pole in PvP? I'm not sure how bad washing pole is, like as like an annoying kind of weapon or anything in this. I know in DS1 it was really annoying. Never seen a school desk get disinfected deeply reason. Yeah, that's a good point. I feel like if you have the same desk every day though, and they don't like shuffle them up, you could probably be okay, but I don't know. So long since you've done Catacombs of Karthus, you forgot where the shortcut is, so you just ran into Walnir and one-shit him? You one-shitted Walnir? Only one shit, that's it? Wow. That's impressive. I usually two shit Walnir. What if I went three shit Walnir? I might try to one shit him this run. One shit, wow. He's the one shit man. Four shit Walnir. Fight with broken stray swords. One of the best times in PvP, one of the best fight clubs I had was literally just broken straight swords would get dropped. Couldn't bring any of your own gear, and you had to pick them up, and it was kind of like a king of the hill, so you wouldn't get healed back to full. So you would continue with the health you had after you won for the next person that you were dueling, and you'd see people like go on streaks of like 3 or 4 whatever, but then the matches would become so clenched because they'd have to play differently once they only had one hit to to take until they were dead against someone that's coming in like fresh that has full health. So Broken Sword fight clubs with that kind of rule set was really fun. Don't think you have a general preference, but you definitely get used to the streamer as usual. It'd be weird for me, but also weird to not see Ham. I agree, man. I 100% agree with that. It's the same for me, too. Like, there's a lot of people I watch where if they took it away, I wouldn't stop watching them, but it would be weird. It would lose whatever those qualities they're offering with it, right? Elijah, what's up? How's it going, man? You lose to the guy with 1 HP, you're terrible at PvP? Well, I don't know. I feel like it probably wouldn't be too hard to hit someone with 1 HP. I don't know. I mean, the people that were playing were good, so there was a lot of cases where people would survive without getting hit, but it wasn't like that common. I'm sure that like no one ever just like went forever and didn't die. That'd be ridiculous. But there's some really interesting streaks where the people didn't have much health. But it was super exciting to watch that stuff. To add one, then take it away? Yeah, probably. Cute. Enjoy your lurk. I will see you later. Or, I guess... I don't know. Maybe whenever you're back, but enjoy your lurk. Stoic, what's going on? Welcome back, dude. Tears of Denial. Where is Tears of Denial? Where do you get it? Also, I apparently screwed up stamina management for that entire part because I didn't have the shield. Mary T, so far, this one's going okay. It's not too bad right now. How was your day going? Atticus, how would that work, though? Like, how would you do that? Just literally someone's chin or something? That would be like kind of like ATP cam or something, like the baseline low. How the last few runs go last night? Oh, yesterday was pretty bad, man. Like, it was a good stream. I really appreciate everybody being cool, but I was pretty salty in the beginning, and then also just not, like, we didn't really get good runs. But today will be better. We'll have to be better. We've already done, like, good for finishing that first run. So, there's not much more we would have to do to surpass the lengths we've reached yesterday, but it's more about the salt factor as well. Like, I know I'm not gonna just snap my finger and then remove the possibility of ever getting salty again, but I definitely want to make more of an attempt more and more to get better until it's just something of the past, because it's already something of the past in other cases. But particularly speedrunning, it's hard to separate that. Like, even just little things like that situation, if you understand the likelihood of what just happened there and what did happen, and then what is possible in that situation, that was obnoxious. It was very obnoxious. Only particularly because the attack, or the placement of the dude with the spear interrupted the roll that would have rolled the attack from the other guy. So, like, little tiny things can happen in speedruns that are just beyond your wildest imagination. But, I mean, it's all fair. It's happening for a reason because it's possible, so it's not really, like, again, like I've said before, there's logic, but it's not the same as regular logic. It's like logic, but there's a rule that 1% of the time something happens that doesn't follow the rules. So you can establish a system that has conclusive evidence that out of so many times something is possible, or like in this situation within the dynamic of things, this system or this particular scenario will happen this way if these variables are working the way they do. But then that can be broken like 1% of the time. And that wasn't necessarily an example of that, but it's just like there's so many weird things, and then it can lead into like things that are just so out of whack that just don't make any sense at all. And you literally just gotta take it. Also, this is bad. We're gonna have to dupe on Abyss Watchers. Tried to heal, but it wasn't on the slot, so that's pretty sad as well. So we're gonna lose time on this, but I'll try to make sure that we don't lose too much. At least we didn't use 2, because that would have been rip run. Diddy, what's up? How's it going? This is no longer the Younks percent. This is the Carrot percent right now. At the moment. Jura, what's up? Welcome back. Filthy, yeah, you know, the way that I'm not, you can't just do something in life and then say because you did that, then nothing you do after that matters, and that's like the end, like, and also these are like games too, it's not even like that big of a thing, so I did that because I wanted to. I'm not gonna like not be honest about how I'm doing on something that's completely different, because that somehow, I'm not gonna justify everything I do for the rest of my life with that fact. That's not even gonna matter. Like, I mean, it matters to me, but no one's gonna remember that in like 10 years unless you're really, really like into the idea. It's very unlikely even a quarter of the people will remember it. Some people will. We'll say some people will, because it's probably inevitable that some people will. But for me to justify everything I do wrong with saying at least I did that run, like, that wouldn't make much sense, right? That's a bad attitude in my opinion. That's an incorrect way to do it. That's like I don't know, someone that maybe is performing a task or whatever, and they perform the task the best they've ever done, but it's not like they're not finished yet, you know, there's still more to go. Just because they did it one time better than every other time, that's not the end, you know. Just because I did one thing that's not even, actually, that's not even a good analogy, because it's not relatable to this run, so I appreciate it, but I'm not using any achievements I've done to justify anything. It doesn't matter. Unless they're the same thing, and I've learned from them, and I can say, yes, like, because we did this, this made this better. But not because, it's not going to let me get away with mistakes. That's kind of silly. Dr. Seuss, what's up? How's it going? I see Luaudi's dance pad fight. I didn't see the end, but I heard that she killed Gale. Kind of felt bad too, because I felt like when we raided, it forced her to do that run when she was taking a break from it or whatever. But I'm glad that it's almost complete. That's really cool. Ranimos, what's going on? Need a graphing calculator port of DS3 and Skyrim? Oh wow, that's ambitious. Todd Howard Miyazaki collab. Look at me beating the crap out of Abyss Watchers. I wouldn't say anything yet. We have a very weird situation right here where the run could be over, so we'll see. Got lucky. Yeah, it's pretty hard to dictate if that guy's gonna be, like, you can't really get a idea of what his position is until you get to the part where it would be too late to quit out. Or pick up the item because he'd hit you as you're doing it, but I got lucky before the quit out and after, so that's good. A lot of that part relies on their positioning just being convenient. You want it to be really safe. And you can't control that, so at least we got it. God run shippers? Nah, I wouldn't say this is a God run. It's good though. It's definitely really good. I'm happy with it. Like, I would be happy if I was losing 5 seconds right now. Even 10 seconds on top of this time would be fine with me. Any plans for Bloodborne speedrun? Yes, we do Bloodborne speedruns. I'm playing this every day until I'm satisfied, though, because I'm not satisfied with the results we've been getting. So if I want third place, I gotta earn it, and to earn it, I gotta actually put more time into it and not half-ass it or take breaks. So no Bloodborne until I do better on this. Shouldn't be too long, though. I feel like third place is not really, that's not our end goal, so it shouldn't really be the biggest deal. First place will be like, I'll have to take a break in between that once in a while, and I'll be learning the skips anyways, so we'll definitely play Bloodborne in between that. That was really weird. Like, the hitbox somehow reached his bracelet when his hand moved in a position that I've never hit it in before. Stayed up till 4 AM watching the bow run, Arrow. You actually did that, really? First time catching the stream. That's insane, man. Thank you for watching that. I know it wasn't the longest video there is, but some of those are still so, like, I can't possibly watch a single video that is that long. Even movies sometimes, I only watch half of them, because it's just like, oh man, I don't know, to like be able to focus on that thing for that long, I appreciate that. I just expect most people to either skip through most stuff in it just to find the stuff they like, or watch it in really small segments. Happy that you got past Watchers. Me too, Carrot. Me too, man. Especially because of the skip. I had trouble on the skip yesterday, but then like it's been on and off. I mean, like one day terrible tree skip, other day no mistakes, or barely any. I think we had one mistake on tree skip towards the end yesterday, and then Watchers, bad day with Watchers. Now it's good, and I'm doing things that I don't see the difference in. Like I'm doing it the same way I tried to do it the other day. It's just somewhat better by the slightest amount that it's working. So there might be a lot of like tiny psychological things that are making me misjudge it. And I think I proved that with the tree, because I was reading into the sound of the soundtrack too much, and that was ruining me on that one. And then bringing it back after, because I had taken a day of doing it without the soundtrack, then brought it back, I was able to do it again, because I had enough time to disassociate myself from the soundtrack, since that's, you don't want to follow any kind of sound in that from the music, or let that influence you. Turdo, what's up? How's it going, man? Do you watch half a movie at a theater and leave? No, I don't go to the theater that much, though, Smiley. I don't prefer that, so that solves that problem pretty much. Because there are movies where, like, I've gone before and I've wanted to leave, but, you know, you pay for it, so it's like, damn, gotta be here still. But yeah, there's been times I've wanted to leave movies. Not super often, but it's happened. Why? Oh, I didn't give her the ashes? Wait, what? Oh. Yeah, I just bought the wrong amount. That rip time. Okay, that's... Fuck, man. Well, at least we're ahead by a bit, so it doesn't really matter. Somehow the club didn't drop either. That's interesting. Very interesting. Why do you drop the items there? For inventory convenience. So it takes less time to actually do stuff in menus, and less of a chance of fumbling on a menu. Like, basically, you could sell them, but in this run, because selling takes longer, you wouldn't want to go to the menu to sell, so I just dropped them. You're watching Guardians of the Galaxy, and there was a guy who laughed so loud, it sounded like he was shouting, and he laughed at everything, including the characters dying. Yeah, there's also the chance that there's someone in, like, if you go to a theater, that's gonna be obnoxious as well. Like, I don't think I've had many situations like that before, though. But, Yeah, it's another. I guess that's another downside or a risk that you have to take. Oh, this is so stupid. Rip. Favorite boss is nameless. Spending two things, money and time. You're not enjoying a movie, then the money's gone. You can recoup some time by leaving. That's very true. I'm not saying it's a bad thing to go and see movies. Definitely do it, but like I like the freedom of being able to decide if I don't like something within the first few minutes and turn it off. And the price that I'm saving and the time and the travel and everything, just like I like the convenience of that. But yeah, it's also just the fact that like I guess you can still see anything that's in the theater. I feel like if you're really excited for something coming out, like for me, if I was super excited about like a release or whatever, sure. But I don't think there's been anything that's come out for a long time that's been that exciting. Literally standing there looking at you, yeah. Yeah, there's gonna be fights that are worse than that too. It's just it's convenient that we had a good start. But it doesn't hurt as much. Black Dynamite, your favorite movie? Not sure what that is. Sounds very familiar, but it's probably not my favorite movie, because if it was, then I'd be like, yeah, man, Black Dynamite. Cats vs. Dogs, The Revenge of Kitty Galore. That sounds very impressive. How did Kitty Galore get revenge? Wow, I thought Kitty Galore was done for in the last one. Advocates Netflix and chill, Aramero. Well, I mean, there's also downsides to that as well. There's downsides to everything, but I think that it's just mainly me saying that like I'm impressed for any video that I have that's more than a movie length, that you actually watch the entire thing in one sitting. Especially the super, like there was someone that sent me a message or like a comment saying their day off work, they literally watched an entire 9-hour video. And I was like, man, like, honestly, I would never do that for anybody, no matter how much I like their shit. So, like, you're literally just doing more than I'd ever do for anyone else personally. That's insane, like, mind-blowing. And no, not everyone's doing that, but still, like, there's some that are, like, 2, 3, 4 hours, and it's like, if you watch even, like, half of that in one sitting, it's still, like, more than I could handle myself, so. I mean, half the time, I probably wouldn't even watch a video if it was that long. So, and that's just the honest truth. Just couldn't. Have to, you know, maybe like a collection of different things that are that long, but nothing that's that crazy. Space Jam is definitely one of the best. Useless Info 3, Mirak is actually a dragon priest. No way. Was he? See, I said that the entire time, but no one believed me. Wow, okay. Shows who's right about it, I guess. I always knew he was a dragon priest. Grab the shard this time? I think we did. You're right, though. You're reminding me I gotta be more perceptive of if it's the item that drops beside the item I need or the item in front before the item drops. No, we didn't get it. I got the item that dropped. Yeah, I gotta be able to differentiate between both of those. Because we wasted the time going for it. It would have been faster to just not even go for it. Make a sound that transmits through TVs and radios that makes dogs try to kill their owner. That was a kid's movie? Really? And who had this theory of that? That it would do that? Pro tip, swords are good at killing sometimes. I think the sometimes part is the most important part to consider. Not all the time, just sometimes. Made back a little bit there. Can't really get a better fight than that. Care for some haddock. Haddock, like fish? Go for it, man. That'd be a really weird thing to have while doing this run, but sure. Melting Abe, welcome back, dude. You have made it to the DLC. What resin do you use for Gale? By the way, Wiki says he's weak to poison. Is that viable? In a speedrun, you don't want to use poison because you have to wait too long for it to activate. And then you typically rebuff to another buff while he's poisoned anyways. So we use fire in this run because we're using the broadsword with the fire gem already. And the most effective way to do the tumble buffing is to have the identical resin to the gem that you're using. So we kind of have to use fire. Fire is not the best to use against them normally. You'd want to use lightning or poison, I think. But in this case, because of the circumstance of our weapon, it's faster to use the fire. Then we'd have to get like a lightning gem and everything like that. And that could technically be faster, but it would take longer to get that gem and infuse it and everything. Okay, there's the first crash. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna expect the first crash around DLC 1 anyways. But there's no, is there a quit out even before that? I guess Cathedral Doors, but that's such an early point to reset though, or to reset the game. Chadawan, you don't have the DLC. I've heard there's been a lot of sales on that stuff though. I have a feeling you'd be able to get the DLC for a lot cheaper than the original price at this point. Or there might be something that comes up where it's really easy to get it. Going to the movies being a metalhead yourself with a metalhead friends to watch movies that joke about metalheads the whole time. That sounds like a really interesting experience.
Speedrun with only dunk buys only when.
Wouterman, I'm doing pretty good. How are you, man? Game crashed randomos? Yeah, it crashes 2 to 3 times. Mostly 2. I've only seen 3 happen. It wasn't on this run, but it was on one of the challenge runs we've done. But yeah, on PC, if you play it within a certain time frame very fast, it will do that. They just never fixed it. Speedrun with dung pies only when? Oh, that'd be so fun, man. I would love to poison everything. Is that you can't poison every fight though? That's the problem, right? So I don't think you could do a dung pie run on every boss, but for the ones that are able to be killed with them, it would be interesting. Fuck. Well, that's a meme. And have tried to turn that way. Yeah, so we're probably going to lose quite a bit of time on Wilhelm now. Poison Madeir. Oh, can you? Oh yeah, maybe you can poison them. Be insane. It's 15. If you have money first, the first thing you're gonna do is sub to me. Honestly, dude, I would say that if you are equal on both sides of the, you know, the choices and stuff like that, I would actually just get the DLC first, man. Like, I would rather you get the DLC and be able to play it than sub to me. And then if you want to later, you can, but if the DLC was the first thing you planned on doing, I mean, you're getting more, I think you get more value out of that than, unless you're dying to use the emotes or something like that, I think that should be a secondary plan for you. But I appreciate the idea regardless. 15 is what they came out as, so I feel like you could probably get both of them bundled together for less, or maybe there might be an individual deal on them. It might only apply to, like, if you get the game with the DLCs together right off the bat, but yeah, I would just save for that, man. I'd focus on that instead. Because you can always sub to me whenever you want if you still feel that it's necessary and you have the means to do so. Which, again, is greatly appreciated that you'd even consider that. Either you have to finish this run with PB or die with a meme-worthy death. Okay. Fair enough, then. So insanely not greedy in this run? Dude, this run has a lot of greed in it. Although it's the calculated greed is okay, but yeah. Check wiki and said Madeir is immune to poison. Okay, well then rip poisoning Madeir. You mean about donations and subs, Randomos? Well, I don't think any streamer is like that. Well, I mean, maybe some, but I don't think they would be doing too well if they were. Definitely not a admirable trait, so I feel like you wouldn't really be that successful if that's how you were. Jazba, it's been pretty good, man. How are you? Soup time, Mercury. Oh, is there Estus soup in the DLC? HP Mist Sorcery, it's pretty quick. Oh, the Pestilent Mercury or whatever it's called. Oh no, they changed it to Pestilent Mist, didn't they? By the way, MedLife, welcome. Is this just SL1 or is this no hits as well? This is an SL1 speedrun. So we're trying to complete all the content as fast as possible. Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai across the 8th dimension. No, but that sounds extremely fun. I kind of want to watch it now. Like, Buckaroo Banzai and the 8th dimension together at the same time. How could you hate on that? I mean, like, just the 8th dimension by itself would be interesting, but Buckaroo Banzai is pretty cool. Love that, dude. Will you do a whip percent run with your name sometime? If you win the raffle, yeah, and there is a whip run that's planned. I wanted to do. What? I mean, that'll happen whenever. I don't know if it's going to be a meme run. I think it's going to be a more serious run. But if you win, I give you my word for it. It will be yours. Oh yeah, we didn't have the extra shard. Ooh. Okay, where's the last? Oh yeah, the last one would be around Dancer, I guess. Oh man, what is this? What is this? El Dune, welcome back, by the way. You're really procrastinating on having to go study because you have to turn the stream off. Zane, you can listen to it, right? Or are you trying to listen to stuff to study? Is that your plan? I would just recommend if you can't listen to it, just turn it off. Make the plunge. I don't want to ban people to force them to study, but my recommendation is come back and you might be surprised with an amazing run. And the greater chance of this run dying is possible, so you might just come back and we'll be right back where we were, or on an even better run. But if it's too hard for you to focus on it, you definitely gotta, you know, get it done, because you'll just be happier that you did it, and then you can still watch the stream after if you have the time. So I would do it that way. Fish, what's up? How's it going, man? Welcome back. Also, Pablo, what's up? You have in the background while working, Eldun. Do you mind me asking, like, what kind of work it is? Like, is it like some sort of like job where you, like, you're at work, or is it just like schoolwork, or I don't know. I'm always curious of how people can get away with watching streams in place if it's not a break. Because I'm assuming, I guess, if you're listening to whatever, it doesn't matter, but... And there's people that are typing in chat while, like, saying, hey, I'm at work. Do video editing and sound stuff for school so streams don't work well for you when you have to do it. Finish your assignment. CT, nice, man. Congrats. Fire Chocobo, welcome back. 2 hate mails in total. All of them is about pointing down. Gotta plunge the plank to study. Genetics midterm 3 hours, so you probably should leave. Good call on that. Good call on that. I see the crumple at the end, though. You gotta turn that into a feels good, man. I wish you luck with it. Okay. Real work, you remote into your home machine. Like, you mean like you're using like a remote access to your PC or something? Probably doing nothing, waiting for stuff, Urdash? Maybe. I don't know. I feel like it wouldn't be every single person would be doing that, but... put giant piece of cardboard around your cubicle, works every time. From home, Professor? Okay, that makes more sense then. That's another possibility. Computer programming here in your office, it's fine to watch things. So you don't feel that it affects like how quickly you finish coding? I saw this thing, I was watching a documentary where there's this guy that was talking about like the dream of like when you code, how you just want to not stop, you just want it to just endlessly flow. And like the guy was taking like a lot of stimulants to be able to work, to be able to do coding. And he was saying that like without them he wouldn't feel like he could actually like excel in his field, and that like the ideal coder is literally just someone that can like just bang out like 16 hours of just endless code or whatever. really I never looked at it that way because I don't really know much about that environment. I know like the idea of it. I've coded stuff before that's very basic in school, but nothing that's like too crazy. So I never looked at it as, well, I guess if you are coding, the faster you can do it, the better you can do it, the better you're gonna, you know, you're gonna succeed more in that career path. I never thought of it as like the better you are at the coding, like in terms of the efficiency and the frequency, like that would make a big impact. Maybe it depends on what kind of stuff you're coding, but I don't know. Interesting. Don't always code fun stuff. Guy trying to replicate a painting. What kind of painting was it? How do you enter the raffle, Disco Pirate? You just gotta type in !raffle, man. Sorry, that might have already been answered. Yeah, it's Rotating Carrot answered that. You have 2 hours, 30 minutes to do the same project we do in 8 hours of class for exams, and it would be as perfect as it could be. Programming class, you can assure me it's really stressful. Yeah, I would imagine it is. Like, when I did programming on C++ or whatever it was really annoying. Or maybe it's C++, I don't know. Whatever, one of the C programs, the one that's not the basic one. And that was literally just to design a calculator. It wasn't even anything, like, complex, like entry-level shit. Playing a guitar lately, Hexman? Not really, man. It's kind of hard to. I usually prefer to do that on days off, but we're not going to be taking days off for a while, so... Not a concern. That's not my pursuit, so... Less important, fortunately. But I will be again. I mean, I'm never going to quit or anything. Unless I feel like I just progressively get worse and worse until I feel like it, but... That's unlikely at this point, I think. Guess we'll see. How about you? Have you been playing? A painting by a guy named Vermeer. Oh, I see. Never heard of Vermeer. Sput Daddy, I'm a full-time streamer, man. This is my job. That's why I stream the hours I do. Joeit, thank you very much. Welcome. Also, Sput, how are you? You use MATLAB. Is that also another programming language? I heard that Python is like the newest, like, or not newest, but it's like the best to get into now if you're gonna program anything.
I can code a mean calculator in Python.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you very much, Stray. Part of your job is programming alarm systems. That sounds really fun, actually. What's the most complicated alarm system you've had to program? Like, what kind of features does it have? Joeit, stop it, man. No, we're not getting crazy, man. Thank you, but just calm down, bro. Haven't killed Aldrich yet. We don't even know what's gonna happen. What if that taints me? What if it ruins the entire universe, the balance? Holy War Python's everything. I've heard it's like definitely one of those things you want to use over the other languages. I don't know. I think that like, is it one of those things where you can do everything on it, or is it only for like certain types of tasks where if you're doing something very complicated it wouldn't work as well on it? Joeit, okay, fine, whatever. Thank you, man. Thank you. Sorry, I'm just bad at this stuff. Thank you very much. Okay, what was... Actually, you know what? Never mind. No thoughts. Just gotta kill. We got lucky. That'll be a 1 cycle. No matter what the attack is, it should be. And that's also a good attack, so it's guaranteed. Perfect. That was really close. I probably should have been a slight bit later on that, but I'm pretty sure we're good. Yep. Okay, we're good. Unless that's Deacons. Wait. No, Deacons I popped, I think, so... Yeah, I think we're good. Spite, you're going to be starting college next year to do information security. Following in your dad's footsteps? Nice, man. I have a friend that did some information security, and he said that it was good. What kind of, like, career would you want out of that? Just like cybersecurity in general, or would you use it for something else? I'm not sure like how applicable it is to multiple things. Really specific? Okay. So it's not for every single thing? Like, would it not be useful for certain stuff that you'd program? What happens if you bone out too early? Then the fight doesn't count. Also, Lady Dutch, thank you for the 3 months in a row. Welcome back. Continue to enjoy your emotes, enjoy your brand new badge as well. Hopefully you're having a good day. 19-second gain. Yeah, like it was because the fight was a 1 cycle technically. So anytime that happens, I mean it's gonna be bad if we PB with a 1 cycle because then I'll probably like 90% of the time I won't be saving time on Aldrich. I won't be able to. But we not only got a good attack at the end anyways, but we also had the, what the hell is that? We also had the teleport where he didn't just dip in without the attack. I got 1 extra hit on the body. Yo, who did that? Who was that? Show yourself. Enough of this anonymous stuff. Gino, what's going on? Welcome back. Shorts, what's up? How are you guys doing? How do you avoid the life drain during the no-hit damage runs? You kill the first 3 jailers, and then the other ones you just put walls between you and the jailers very quickly. There's different methods. I have a method that no one else uses, or typically I've never seen anyone else use it. Maybe Faraz uses it. I don't know. Actually, I think he still does it a bit differently, but Hob does it very carefully. I do it where I set up the timer of the route of the jailers in the bottom part by basically moving a certain pace through the entire area so that when I get there, it's always going to be a very similar time frame that I have if I didn't make any mistakes or slow down. But he just gets there, kills the rats, and then waits. So you can do it. I would say look at his way and then look at maybe Faraz or myself on our runs, and you can see like 2 different play styles there. Always enjoying the emotes. I appreciate that. That means a lot. It sure doesn't like messages. Wait, was that you, Gino? You did that, man? Oh, wait, I didn't rebuff. Okay, thank God. Sorry, I didn't redo the spook. That was very bad. Thank you very much, man. That's crazy. That's absolutely insane, Gino. I know you're a person that does insane things like that. I've witnessed some of them before, but still, like, that's just very greatly appreciated. I'm sorry that I cannot, I would write you a poem. I would write you a poem, but I gotta kill you on right now. Or the universe will explode. String, thank you for the O's as well. Okay, I didn't get fantastic luck on that, but it was still good enough. That was like just the average Yorm fight. Not too bad. Save a little bit here. You can make a batch file that you can crash a PC really easily. I'm not surprised about that. That sounds like something that people already do. Planning on doing any new no-hit runs, Leo? There's plenty of no-hit runs that I'm going to be doing, yes. But I want to improve on this right now. I want to get 3rd place so we can start adding fair and skip and partake, and then the route will be the same as the record route. And all I have to do is just get a faster time then. Or, if the record changes in the meantime, which it definitely could, we'll see what happens. I might just try to get a time I'm happy with at that point, and not only focus on 1st place. But I know the 1st place time is attainable right now. That was very, very bad. I am disappointed. Oh, wow. Why am I so bad? Okay, rip all the time. Or at least most of it. Actually, no, that would be pretty much almost all of it. It's okay, though, I suck. Oh, apparently not. Apparently somehow they let us save more than half. Wow. Insane. So you just open a bunch of command prompts. I remember there was these old computers that in high school they were replacing. They had to like throw them out anyways, so I remember me and some people, like, there was one in particular, we opened up like so many things on it and wrapped our jackets around it and shit, trying to crash it, and it actually worked, but like it wasn't a big deal because they were already going to throw it out anyways. We just wanted to see if it would work, and it looked so silly. It took like 20 minutes, but we actually crashed it. Panic, what's up? How's it going? Splits that dancer at the bonfire. Yeah, so the dancer split I do at that point. I don't know if that actually counts or not. If that counts, that would be an insane discovery right there. But just to be sure, I guess fuck it, we'll try it and see. We'll try it and see. I don't know. If that worked, I'm gonna freak out. That'd be so sick. No way, it actually worked. Oh my god. Okay, so now we're actually in the realm of animation skipping tumble buffs. Oh my god. I don't know if anyone knows that yet. That's pretty crazy. That is guaranteed. I mean, it's not going to save you a lot, but that's way more efficient on that spot. I guess you just have to make sure that most of the animation happens.
Speedrunning the speedrun strats.
Literally, that's what happened, man. We just speedran the speedrun strats. The thing is, that's useful for anything where I tumble buff before a fight where there's a ledge, so you could literally use that anywhere. I don't know if anyone knows. I'm sure someone's probably found that before, but it's going to help my run. It's going to help me a little bit. And it looks cool. Thank you very much, Stray. It makes him come earlier, quicker. No, Fijin, what I was saying is like, okay, so when you tumble buff, for the resin, you have to get the animation where it doesn't work. But to get that animation, the character stands still and wastes time. So if you have a ledge, you can animation skip the animation of it not working, and it still counts as a queued action to do the tumble buff. So you can not waste any time using the animation itself. So you're saving a couple seconds every single time you do that. Which, again, it sounds small, but if you can do it every single time there's a ledge and you're not going to heal before or after the ledge, then you would actually get an advantage on that. Definitely in that part right there, there's an advantage, so that's pretty cool. It might already be used. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure if it's already something that's used, but I haven't seen anyone do it yet. Renegade, what's up? How's it going, man? The video released today of Ocelot, a guy extracted alpha footage of the game with the baby in his hand. I did not see that. Is it on YouTube? I've been getting bad RNG at the second part of Champion Gunder the entire time I've attempted this. No matter what, like, there's never been a fight where he gives me a poke out of the second parry. He just doesn't. He literally just doesn't. He always used to as well. It's actually the longest streak of bad late fight RNG. And he did two of the fucking... well, he didn't combo into the shoulder attack, but he did two of the things that are pretty much the same as that. Like, he did the shoulder combo with the full shoulder thing at the end once, then did the start of it again with the two attacks, and then stopped. Don't watch it? Is it bad? I feel like if it was on YouTube, it wouldn't be that bad, though, would it? Tamal, not too much, man. Trying to save some time on this run. How are you? Yeah, all we need is the stab attack phase 2, and that's the fastest kill you can get. Or any attack with the halberd, but he hasn't given me the first attack with the halberd out of the second parry. For like, I don't even know if he's done that at all in this run yet. He used to do it a lot, but... I mean, I guess I can't get a break on it. It's getting really unlucky on the second part. It wastes so much more time if he doesn't do that. Champion has 2 stages? Yeah, he's got a phase 2. If someone wants to put the link in chat for the video, they can if they want. Hitman have a tremendous runs / bracket S. I like the bracket part. I will try to, man. Thank you very much. How is your day going? Azu1, I'm doing good, man. How are you? Definitely less salty than yesterday. Trying to, we finished a run earlier that was just, it wasn't a PB, but we got through it, so. I feel way better about the resets, at least. I got to play the late game and all that. What are the +5 and +7? Those are upgrades to the broadsword, and then there's a +10 with the thrones, which is the last upgrade for the broadsword. But you have to place the ashes before you can get the slab. Then the sellsword split is +10 wind blades. Get wrecked. This is an SL1 character with a broadsword. Use the fire-infused short sword in the beginning of the run, and then we switch to the twin blades for 3 fights coming up in a bit. Cool. That was pretty bad. I framed the fire perfectly, but then the heel of his foot still partially hit me. Slowed down too much, I think. Viper, what's up? Jasba, that's called the Wyvern skip, so normally you can plunge him, but if you use that ledge, there's also some other ones too. You can, if you can pull it off, you can get a skip where you don't have to go through the other part of the area to do the same thing. Okay, big dude with axe got stuck. That's good news. Pomponius, good evening, man. How are you doing? Yeah, I'm still so slow. I gotta remember. So it's like, okay, I think I got it next time. Oh man, I gotta do I gotta tab over on the amount twice, then do 2 up for the 24. That's +3. Are we missing a bone shard as well? I guess we are. Yeah, that was kind of a slow chain ring split, but it's alright. Is it possible to do a no-roll, no-hit Broken Shell? I highly doubt that anyone will ever do that. There's certain instances for no-roll where you have to just get lucky with the attack to be able to not get hit, so you'd have to have bosses not doing certain attacks, and to do a full run where every boss that you have to rely on with that situation doesn't do the attack that you would need to not happen, it's very unlikely that would happen. So I doubt it. You could try to. I heard there was someone trying to do it, but I never heard of anything of them actually getting it. You can do no roll, no death potentially. I've done that on DS1. But DS1's also easier to no roll. And I think you could do it on this. You just have to have like a lot of good levels. And you probably have to be extremely good at no roll already, because there would be situations where you get caught in those attacks that you can't no roll. And then you'd have to somehow recover from that. So it might still take many attempts, but I believe you could do a leveled character, no death, no roll. Briar Patch, what's up? It's going pretty good. How are you right now? How much of the success of a speedrun depends on RNG, Timo? I would say on the highest end of things, like when it comes down to like a record time that's very good, I'd probably say like 30%, 25-30% of the run. But that's just me like throwing numbers around, because like there still is a huge amount of execution that needs to be constantly being done to a certain degree. And taking advantage of all the good RNG you'll get as well has to be a thing. If you're not taking advantage of that, you're missing out. Yeah, we're definitely going to be skipping this bonfire. Split on the door. Might lose a little time. Oh, we got... Okay, never mind. Apparently that was good. You saw Lobos commenting on the Ocelot video? Wait, on his stream? Or he actually, like, put a comment on the YouTube? Why do I use Soul Arrow instead of Spook in Padalco? I have Spook on whenever I need it for the areas. And then, obviously, I can't switch back to Soul Arrow because it'd be too slow, so I just use it in those cases. There's no skips we're using Spook for until the LC1 again, so I have Soul Arrow for this entire area. Because we're going to have a chance to switch back to Soul Arrow or Spook without it, you know, being an inconvenience or anything. So, when we're already in a place where we're going to have to switch it anyways, and then... again, we can't use Spook for anything in this area. On the YouTube video itself, he was saying that maybe they put the baby into the design around it with the intention of removing it after. Maybe. Maybe it was like a placeholder just to test to see if the throwing animation looked nice or whatever. I don't know. Could have been something like that. Throwing a baby at your enemies is really effective. It might be. Hey, maybe that would stop you from your opponent from being so crazy. Mephisto, welcome back. How's it going, man? Plate, welcome back. It's going pretty good. How are you? Kirish, welcome back. Or sorry, Krish, my bad. I thought your name had an I before the R. I've always called you Kirish. That's weird. You didn't change that, did you? Any idea how much Partake and Fair and Keep skip will save? Together, they should save around 3 minutes. Something like that. How often do runs die on Slayer armor? Seems like a quite a trivial boss. They shouldn't die on him at all. Nothing on that fight should kill you. If you have a run die on that, it's probably your fault. There's nothing I can imagine happening where it wouldn't all relate to your fault. So they shouldn't really die on there. I've had quite a lot of them die on him because, you know, various reasons. Not having things set up properly, this and that, you know. But it's been better lately. Been practicing that a little bit. Getting more quality fights on it. You're just here to spam emotes. Feels thinking, man. Okay, so thrones first. The face of this character looks so funny. And I never like really paid attention to it like once we already started, but oh, it's so funny. God. I was only paying attention to the chin in the creator, but the face itself, the eyes and everything are perfect. Oh my fucking god, stop talking to me. Just fucking let me go through. Stupid fucking Firekeeper. No offense, I mean, sorry if you like the Firekeeper. I definitely do not like the Firekeeper on this run. Stuff like that. Just literally trying to like block me. and I specifically go like to a spot where I try to avoid that and it doesn't work. Terrible. Probably dead. Let's see. Oh no, okay, apparently not. He didn't jump right after either. Oh, this is bad. Ooh. Okay, pretty bad fight. All my fault. That was very disappointing. Sorry, guys. Very bad. So the world might be Freddy, thank you for gifting Buttery Goat a sub. Buttery, enjoy your emotes, enjoy being a skeleton. Freddy is a legend. I don't know why he's doing that. Wynn died for our sins. Well, he definitely didn't die for my salvation. So may Blunt Magic's guide thee once again. Alright, King, sounds good. Gray Fox, pretty good. How are you, man? Valor, what's up? To a new speedrunner professor, it doesn't really matter. I would say the skips are the hardest in this one, though. That's what people have mentioned that have played multiple ones. I personally find the skips harder in this than Bloodborne, but Bloodborne's very mean, though, and it's really hard right off the bat. This speedrun's easier to start. Like, Vorten and Gundyr are easier than Gascoigne by far. So, oh, I don't want to do that. Fuck. Yeah, I gotta wait longer on that part, because there's a chance that that'll happen. But yeah, I think it's all whatever game you like the most, because if you're gonna speedrun something, you have to love the game itself. So whatever one you like the most, I would speedrun first. Okay, made back a little bit of that. Stroke, what's up? How's it going? Also, Riker, how have you been, man? Orbian Settlement, then I gotta switch the spook. You love Bloodborne, JS Warrior? Me too, man. Me too. I already miss it right now, but I know that it's important for us to get better at this. What's the throwing knife thing? Force Spiver, and that's to buff the weapon. So there's a command called !dupe that explains the way it works. Lizard, what's up? Hopefully that answers your question as well. Thought it was patched? Yeah, it is. So this is version 112, man. There's only one category, I believe, that's current patch on this, and then every other category is either 112 or earlier. A poor name was ganked by a non-twink solo SL1. Well, hey, he had his chance. He tried. That's the best he could do. You gotta give him credit for trying, right? Pretty bad fight. Wolf was pretty shitty. Tender was cool, like he gave me some good RNG. Oh wait, we're not even supposed to do Tender yet. Frida's first. Yeah, I'm gonna have to skip that split. Guess it doesn't really matter. Same deal, but... Yeah, we'll skip both of those, then we'll be doing, Oh no, wait, oops. Skip there, there we go. Lucar, welcome back. What's up, man? Follow Lucar if you guys don't. Shall enjoy his streams when they happen. Place to be. Any memes that you've never seen ever before. Come on. Fuck you. Yeah, that was kind of nice, though. She helped me out there a little bit. And then she got greedy there, too, which helped me. So, okay, it makes up for it. Thank you for being nice. Wow, okay, Frida's very greedy today. More than me. Hopefully that worked. Oh shit, bad hitbox. This fight is absolutely ruined, but we'll see if we can somehow still save time. Scuffed. Oh yeah, that's we're losing a lot on this. Might lose everything. Maybe not. I don't know. It's pretty bad though. Oh well. Flag, what's up? Okay, there's a second crash. That was a really bad fight, but not really that big of a deal. I mean, it wasn't even really a bad fight for the reasons it normally would be. It was because I made a mistake, so not really like the case that it was bad RNG off the bat and I didn't have a choice. Is this current patch or previous? This is on 112 right now. Millwood Axe still, you just need to two-hand or have the +5 strength ring. The Knight's Ring? Yeah, the Knight's Ring for Millwood Axe. And for Slayer Axe is needed on SL1, I believe. Solid run, GG. Adds a thanks, man. Only you saw how solid it was before. You just died to Walnir, Pablo? You can die to Walnir really easily if you have low damage, definitely. Same with like Sage or, you know, anything like that. Okay, typically this is where I'd be going to Grave Tender, so I would already have Spook on anyways, but now I gotta get +10. Wind Blades. So I should have just gone to Shrine right away. I switched it because like the splits were out of order. I fucked up the order of them, but we're still gonna be losing time anyways, so it doesn't matter. And I don't need anything from that either. Stake as well. tried 20 times and you only brought it once in her second phase? Wait, what happened? Only brought it once? Oh, Slayer Axe, you mean? Think you have to practice? Farks, what's up? How's it going, man? Those ATP RTSDs. Oh boy. This fight's ruined. They still activated. I didn't stun fast enough. I shouldn't have healed. Healing was a mistake. Oh, rip this fight. I guess this is like a rip overall unless something good happens later. Healing was a mistake. No, it literally was. If I didn't heal there, we would have won. Would have been able to stagger him. I just forgot the stagger was right there. I was thinking safe. You can't think safe. That's what I mean. Calculated risk, man. I didn't think of calculated risk. I thought of smart, and smart is not going to work in a lot of cases in this. So, made the mistake of healing. That's all right though. It doesn't matter. I'm not that greedy for time. We're not even really on the greatest run, anyways. Like Frida pretty much ruined it, and Gravetender Wolf I fucked up on. So. I fucked up on Frida as well, actually. I fucked up on both, so it's my fault. Which feels good. I'm glad that it's like at least things that I can at least try to do better next time. I'd rather have a bad pace from something that are useful. I mean, it would suck if I made a mistake that's not useful, but I guess in that case, there is something to learn. Bad RNG or bad timing. Lolox, the mistake was healing. I took too long. If I had staggered him before that animation lasted as long as it did, he wouldn't have been able to complete the time frame to actually make the meteors appear, so I would have interrupted the meteors themselves. But I took too long healing, so it fucked up the stagger for them. So I should have healed after that. What? I don't know. Also shouldn't have tried to space the attack in the beginning unless, like, I don't know, I gotta have a better read on the angle to see if I can space, because a lot of the time that swing in the beginning misses you. So I tried to rely on that, but not relying on that would have helped too. Or being more perceptive of if it was actually going to be the case or not. I was wrong with the assumption on that. Can we call Greedy Frida Greta? That would have been a really good name for the split. I agree. That's a good one. Mirror what SL? What is SL? SL means soul level, unless you mean what is my level. These are my stats. Wow. I don't know why, but apparently raid alerts are on, or host alerts. I was wondering how that sound even happened. Okay, give me a second. Alright, not the best fight ever, but pretty decent phase 1. I saved phase 1 a little bit. Okay, give me a second. I gotta wait until there's a quit out so I can check that alert, but give me a moment. How's the run coming up, Zombar? This one's pretty decent, man. It could have been a lot better, but it's good though. Definitely good enough. Screwed up the wolf and I screwed up Frida a little bit. Oh, actually, I screwed up Cinder a lot. Actually, Cinder is another thing. Yeah, Cinder, Frida, and the wolf could have been getting us an extra minute plus easily. Multiple, maybe even 2 minutes at this point. Frida alone was over a minute wasted. What's the best Souls game mirrored? For me, I personally like Bloodborne the best if you count that. If not, if it's only the 3 Dark Souls, then it would be this one for me. Oh, that was Lethal. Thank you very much for the host, man. You're playing some Bloodborne. Were you doing the any percent speedruns? Did Demon God and Rom same time today? Oh, wait. Okay, you're still doing that run that you were doing before. So if you guys don't follow Lethal, he's trying to beat Bloodborne and Demon Souls simultaneously with one controller. It's pretty insane. Pretty fucking cool, man. Definitely have to check it out if you haven't before. Average Kappa, welcome back, dude. Oh, wait, before we even screw this up. Get the staff on first. Do you need the bonfire before Demon Princes? I do in case I die, OZ. Otherwise, I wouldn't hit it. Because I could die right at the beginning and it wouldn't be worth saying that that's like, you know, not enough for a run. The record has 3 deaths, so I mean, I should be hitting that bonfire at least. The ones where like it's the fights that you wouldn't normally die on at all, then sure, but I think Demon Prince is one of the ones where you'd hit the bonfire regardless, unless you were 100% sure. Kebab, what's up? How's it going, man? What's his name? His name's Lethal. Just click Lethal in chat. Or follow the link that was given. And you shall be guided to the place of good things. He also does other challenge runs too. He's very good at the Lords of the Fallen and Surge. He did some base level runs and some no-roll stuff on that, which I've never even seen before or heard of. So it's crazy. But then he also does a lot of soul stuff that's very interesting. Cruel quit out. Yeah, so we do quit outs there because you can't get to the staircase unless you do that. Otherwise you die. So that's like the most spammy part. There's another part that's similar, but that's the spammiest part for the quit outs. We're gonna sit at this bonfire. Broken sword, no hit. Don't really think that's possible, man. Unless someone can like prove to me that it is. You probably have to do it on New Game Plus, or have the support of other weapons that have buffs on them and all that, or items, you know. I mean, it would be cool, but I don't know. Definitely could do another Broken Sword playthrough and aim to see if it's possible. Because I want to do Broken Sword again, but as a speedrun and deathless. Since I died one time on the Broken Sword at the very end that we did. So we'll definitely try it again, but I don't know if it... We'll just have to see how it is on Sage. Which means I'll probably have to play kind of like a no-hit run on that.
When you want to watch the stream, but you have to be a fit boy and run outside.
Play any fighting games, Farks? I do not, man. I wish. It's either this or that, man. I have to pick one or the other. I will be playing SC6 when it comes out, but I probably won't be like good. So it'll just be like casual stuff. Like I'll probably be doing the single player stuff and then maybe a bit of multiplayer. Maybe. But yeah, I'd have to pick between this or that, I think. Been orphaned for 2 days. Have to catch the Surge. When I was watching him do the no roll on the Surge, it was insane, man. Like, even though I don't think that, or I guess maybe was it Lord's? No, it was. I think it was the Lord's run that was no roll. But still, like, even though I'm not a huge fan of Surge as well, like, it was cool to see the base level in it because I haven't seen anyone do that. It was pretty cool. No, I'd have to take that off. Means I have to put the weapons on after. Alright, we're doing it this way. How fast is the current record? Current record's 135. It should say at the top of the list of stuff all the time. Yeah, I need my quit out to be later. Okay, so I basically have to let the health chill at 50% until he does that attack again if I want to guarantee. There's probably a faster way to do it where I could just be like really aggressive on the bad attacks, but I need that one to happen one last time when he's at 50%. Still waiting on Horizon Zero Dawn no hit. Oh, that'd be pretty cool, man. Like, I actually would watch someone do that. I definitely don't think that's... If it's possible and they would enjoy it, I don't think it'd be a bad idea. Hotline Miami. Dude, Hotline Miami is already frustrating as it is, dude. I think that'd be better for, like, a regular playthrough. Buffing looks faster than when you do it, because I'm using a bundle. I'm not using a regular pine resin. The bundles are instantaneous, and they also have running animations, rolling animations, backstep animations. So you can do them while doing all that. HCD no hit, that'd be a cool challenge. Yeah, someone's got to do it. Also, 8-Bit Mom, welcome back. How have you been? Alright. Not too bad. Yeah, I think I did the best I could. I don't think there's any whiffs. Pretty good fight. Does Meteor have eyes? I don't know. I don't think he does. Goodbye, health. Oh, man. Okay, we're gonna have to be very careful. We're gonna be short on heals on this. We're already short on heals, so. Damn, man. Magix, welcome back, man. Or sorry, Magic Twix. Why'd I say Magix? Can I beat the record? Oh, wait, I'm not beating the record on this. Definitely not. Boy, staff is on this side. We're already losing time right here because I didn't reorganize the stuff fast enough. This cancels my menu, so okay, I guess I'll just leave that. made sense. Alright, pretty bad fight. Fucked up once. Good start, though. Worst half-light ever? Nah, that wasn't the worst ever. It was okay. It was like a medium speed, but it wasn't like slow, but I did make one mistake. Other than that, I couldn't do anything. I did the best I could. Appy, what's up? How's it going, dude? So close to being a great fight, yeah. That's how it is usually with half-light. It's like a fraction away from being perfect. Okay, we only have 2 of these buffs for Gale, which means I'm using Lightning Resin on the last bit, which is fine. Why do you Homeward Bone there? Because it replenishes all the Estus and brings you back to the same bonfire. So it's the same thing as sitting at the bonfire, but quicker. Stored rule, nice. At least that one didn't actually get me screwed, but it was my fault that it happened anyways, so. third place by like a smidget. Not really the greatest time. Not really that happy with that, but it's what we got. I screwed up 3 fights. It would have been better. That was a terrible fight too. Should have had more buffs, so I need to buy 30... more than 31. Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna just do a meme run now, because we got third, but definitely not a good third place. I think that's third, I'm pretty sure.
Third place hype time for partake practice. TTS lady rules you all.
Jay, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for the GGs. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that run. So we're going to be done with the speedruns today. We'll just do some SL1 casual stuff. Or, I guess if you guys want to see some DS1, I could switch to that. It's up to you. Time to work on the skip. I'm not streaming the skips. Not streaming that.
Time to work on some skips, hee.
But yeah, it is time to get good at those. I'm pretty consistent at fair and skip right now. I don't know partake yet. I'm gonna be learning partake, but that's all gonna happen off stream, so you don't have to watch it.
Yes.
Genghis, thanks, dude. Thank you. Well, we got the first deathless run on it though. That's pretty cool. Deathless third place, I think. I think it was deathless, unless I'm wrong. But that's a good side note. I'll probably make an upload of this just because it was deathless, but do a full playthrough. In-game time was 142.51. This counter uses the in-game time for it. DS1. Would you guys rather see DS1 SL1 0 hit attempts, or would you rather see a casual SL1 playthrough on this with the aim to get to New Game 7? It's all up to you. Bloodborne would be kind of a pain to set up, so I'm not going to do Bloodborne. What does SL1 mean? SL1 is the level of the character. Also, I got to show the time just for the validity and all that. Level 1, DS3, DS3. All right, we'll continue DS3 then. So I will be back in a few minutes. We're gonna take a quick break. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter to know when I go live, we've been trying to aim for earlier than Eastern Standard Time, 2 p.m. So anytime before that, I will tweet when we're going live. If not, you will see any other news there if we're going to be later. And here is the YouTube if you want to catch up on anything that you might have missed, like challenges and stuff. And I'll be right back. Thank you very much. The fight starts. A witch appears. I walk over to her. Charged R2 in the back. It works.